Today's topic, popular myths and misconceptions surrounding tarot. Welcome to the Enchanted Empath podcast, where we explore the mystical and the magical within you. I'm Charlene Murphy, your guide on this journey of intuition, energy, and spiritual empowerment. Whether you're here to strengthen your empathic abilities, deepen your connection with the universe, or simply find a little peace and clarity, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and discover the magic that awaits. So let's talk about the tarot. It is so often shrouded in mystery, leaving many with a mix of curiosity and misunderstanding about what it truly represents. Even in today's world, remnants of super outdated beliefs continue to paint tarot as, quotes, dangerous or evil. Well, let's debunk some of these myths, highlight how they've persisted, and embrace a modern understanding of tarot as a very powerful spiritual tool for growth, clarity, and connection. So let's uncover myth number 1. Tarot is linked to witchcraft and dark magic. Well, I am not a Wiccan. I have nothing against witchcraft, but, this word conjures up all kinds of images of witches and cauldrons and that dark Hollywood version. One of the oldest misconceptions is that the tarot is inherently tied to the old school witchcraft or dark magic, like the satanic panic crap. This goes way back centuries to a time when anything unknown or spiritual was feared. Tarot became tangled in this, especially during the age of witch hunts and burnings, where people, often women, mostly women, were persecuted for their beliefs or practices. That old prejudice fostered lasting fear and ignorance, creating a strong bias against anything linked to the unseen. But come on, this is the 21st century. It's time to break free from those outdated narratives. Tarot isn't about controlling people or summoning dark powers. Instead, it's a reflective practice that helps you access your inner wisdom. And it's time we celebrate our power, not fear it or give it away. Myth number 2. Tarot is dangerous. It's a dangerous tool for manipulation. So another big misconception is that the tarot is meant to manipulate or trick people. Some people view readers with suspicion, believing that tarot readers tell people what they want to hear or manipulate them to get what they want. However, in reality, a well-conducted tarot reading is much more about guidance and self-awareness than any external control or manipulation. It's about presenting options, sparking reflection, and empowering individuals to find their own path. Now, in my own experience, this bias has hit very close to home. Some of my family members have distanced themselves from me because of my work with the tarot. I haven't heard from many of them for years. Additionally, I've been let go from contracts when I was a freelancer because of outdated fears surrounding the cards. But I've come to see this as a reflection of their own fears. I'm not mad anymore. I'm not mad at the truth of tarot itself. I'm not mad at them. As a result, now I live by the Dr. Seuss quote, "Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." So let's uncover myth number 3, that tarot is used for fortune telling. One of the most pervasive myths about tarot is that it's used to predict the future with certainty. While tarot can offer guidance on potential outcomes based on current energies and choices, it's not a crystal ball. It does not predict the future. Instead, tarot provides a mirror for self-reflection, helping you navigate life's uncertainties with more awareness and insight. Each card acts as a symbol, inviting you to consider where you are in the present moment and how you can influence your future by making empowered decisions. So I often say, when you know better, you do better, didn't make that one up. And the tarot allows you to see the current energies and then pivot to something that feels better or is more aligned with you. Myth number 4. Tarot is dark or evil. Ooh. A common misconception is that tarot is connected to dark or negative forces, often because of its historical associations with the occult. Quotation marks. Some people believe that tarot invites bad energy or leads to spiritual harm. In reality, tarot is a neutral tool, much like a mirror, reflecting what is already within you. So how you approach the cards is what matters. Many tarot readers use the cards as a spiritual practice for personal growth, for healing, and personal empowerment. The intention behind the reading defines the energy that comes through. So if you're getting dark information from a reader, get a new reader. And here's one of my quotes from Joseph Campbell that I really resonate with. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek, right? So let's go inside. It's all in there. On to myth number 5. You have to be psychic to read tarot. Now, this myth can make tarot seem inaccessible to beginners. And while some tarot readers use their psychic abilities or their intuitive abilities to enhance their readings, like I do, you don't need to be psychic to use tarot effectively. Now, the rub is that everybody's intuitive, but not everybody. Well, let's rephrase that. Everybody has an intuition, but not everybody is intuitive. So you can use intuition to read the tarot once you develop your intuition, right? But tarot is a tool that anyone can learn to use just by looking at the cards, by studying the cards, by understanding the symbolism, and by practicing and connecting with their intuitions on a regular basis. You start to see patterns and make connections really easily. Tarot helps you develop your intuitive abilities over time, and with consistent practice, you'll start to recognize the symbols and messages that resonate with your inner knowing, right? So everybody has a different perspective of the tarot. So if you memorize the cards, you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, understanding the symbolism and the suits, cool. But memorizing the cards for their meaning is very limiting. Myth number 6. Tarot cards must be gifted to you. I've heard this over and over again. So there's a belief that tarot cards only work if they are given to you as a gift. Let's think about that. While receiving a deck as a gift can be a special gesture, it's not a requirement for reading tarot. That is an old superstition. You can absolutely purchase your own deck. In fact, selecting a deck that resonates with you personally can create a stronger bond between you and the cards, making your readings even more insightful and more meaningful. Let's move on to myth number 7. Tarot can only be used for serious or spiritual matters. Everybody put on your turbans. While tarot can certainly be used for spiritual growth, deep reflection, and life-changing insights, it's also super versatile enough to explore lighter, everyday matters. You can use tarot for creativity, decision-making, relationship guidance, and even just for fun. Some people draw daily cards like I do to set an intention for the day or to seek advice on small choices like picking a new hobby or exploring your personal interests. And even when you're looking into politics or daily news and events, I use it for that all the time. Myth number 8. You cannot read tarot for yourself. Another myth is that tarot readers can't or shouldn't read for themselves. Some people fear that they'll be too biased to interpret the cards accurately. While it is true that objectivity can be tricky when reading for yourself, many tarot readers find self-readings helpful for personal growth, for reflection and meditation, like I do. I pull tarot cards for myself every single day. Just a check-in or a what's up with this, or what can I expect from that type of feedback. You can always seek out a trusted reader for more objective readings, but using tarot for your personal journaling and self-exploration is a super powerful way to work with the cards. In fact, I recommend that before you start reading for anybody else. Myth number 9, tarot always predicts something bad. Well, many people fear pulling the negative cards like death, the Tower, or the Devil, assuming that these cards mean disaster or bad luck. However, tarot isn't about labeling situations as good or bad. Even cards that appear challenging at first glance carry really important lessons about change, transformation, and growth. The Death card, for example, often signifies the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new chapter, symbolizing renewal and rebirth rather than literal death. Tarot encourages us to embrace both the light and the shadow aspects of our lives. Why? Because they exist. You can go ahead and purchase yourself a nice little edited version tarot deck that only has the good cards. But how realistic of a reflection is that in your own life? Not very helpful. So here are my final thoughts. Tarot is a tool that reflects our personal journeys, answers our questions, and reflects or speaks to our inner wisdom. By understanding the myths that surround it, we can approach tarot with an open mind and use it as a resource for self-awareness and empowerment. So whether you're a beginner or a seasoned reader, tarot offers endless possibilities for personal and spiritual exploration. And it's anything but scary or limiting, unless you want it to be. Tarot reflects the human condition. It is the hero's journey and is used every day by ordinary people like myself, like you, like a lot of people that I know, for personal guidance, for meditation, and for intuition development. It's a wonderful tool for self-reflection, for goal setting, even for healing and self-improvement. Draw your own conclusions and know that fear is ignorance in disguise. I'll leave you with that. Thank you for joining me today on the Enchanted Empath podcast. I hope you found something magical to carry with you as you move through your day. Remember, your intuition is your superpower. Trust it, nurture it, and let it guide you. Until next time, stay connected to your inner light and keep shining brightly.